Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, don't pay attention to the mess going back there. We're in a transition of moving some things out and stuff like that. But welcome to the Queen Diaries. Today topic, or today video, as you can tell by the title, is about friendship, relationships. Not like relationships like intimate relationship, but relationship as in friendships, business relationship, or anything. There are 5 things that I've come up with that I think are great to keep in mind when you have friends, or when you're on the verge of ending a friendship or some type of relationship that is not like an intimate relationship, but it could work for that too. So on that note, let's get started. Yeah, I wrote these down, guys. So the first thing that you will need to understand is the whole concept of a friendship or any type of relationship. Relationships are a game kind of thing. We all technically use each other. It's not like an intentional, I'm gonna use this person, but we do. When you become friends with someone, is either because like you have something you both have in common, you won't feel like you're lonely anymore, or some type of reason that is more of you than of them. So you're using them to gain that fulfillment of having someone in your life, having a friendship, having someone you can go to. Even if it's like a business partner, you're obviously, using that person, that relationship, to gain money or to gain something. So the first thing is, we're all getting something out of a relationship. We're all getting something, whether it is like just a best friend, like a best friend's relationship. You're getting the fact that you have a best friend, the fact that you have someone who's loyal, someone who's trustworthy. You're getting that, and they're also hopefully getting the same from you. If it comes to like a relationship, like intimate relationship, you're getting that love and affection. A parent and a child relationship is still a game kind of thing, that's just how I look at everything, especially when it comes to being around people, having people in my life. That is the first thing you will need to understand, that relationships, any type of relationships, are all about getting something and gaining something. The second thing is, if you're thinking about becoming friends with someone, or if you are friends with someone, or you just got to think about, what do you need? What do you need? What are you looking for in a friendship? You want someone who's trustworthy, someone you can go to anytime, ask for anything, and they're able to help you, able to be there for you. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen, but that's what we want. That's what we need. We need to fill that spot of not being lonely. We need, and we want to fill that spot of being loved by someone. So understand the concept that you're getting something out of it, they're getting something out of the friendship or relationship. It's a gain aspect. And also know what you need. What do you ask for? Some people have like the best friend application or friendship application, which is a joke, but at the same time, like, you require some things from your friend. When you call them, you want them to pick up the phone, you want them to text you. It's like, it's a job having friends. It really is. But it is what it is. And it's not necessarily a bad thing to think about what you need out of a relationship, out of a friendship. It is actually a good thing, because if you're following the golden rule, treating others the way you want to be treated, what you need is essentially what you will want to give, because everyone kind of wants and needs the same thing. So this leads on to the third part, which is, what will you give? What are you? It's like going to a job interview, and the employer asking, what are you going to bring to the table? Or whatever interview you have. What are you going to bring to the table? What are you going to bring different? What is different from you that I don't already have within my employees? So what are you going to give? When you are friends with someone, you know that they, oh, my friend is so good. You have good friends, you have great friends. But are you also a good friend? Are you also good? Like, the thing you require and wants from your friend, are you able to give that? Are you able to give the same thing? We all want someone to be there for us. We all want someone to be loyal and trustworthy. Are you able to do that? Are you able, when they ask, are you able to answer the phone? There will be no excuses. This is very important because if you're the one who is doing all of them, you're the one who always, you're always there. Whenever they call you, you're like, yes, let's go, let's do it. And then when you call or when you need something, they're not there. Or when, you know, you find out your friend's being shady and you're like, whoa, I've never been shady to you. Not in like a really negative, hurtful way. Your friend's been talking about you. But yeah, you're still giving your 110%. That's when you have to figure out, like, it's a one-way streak relationship. So, which leads to the fourth one. Knowing when to turn away from that relationship. Knowing and pretty much just like thinking, are you both getting equally what you desire or wanted from the beginning? I know it's weird to think about friendships like that because it kind of sounds like a relationship, but honestly, this is why most friendship fails, because no one takes the time to think, like, am I being a good friend to my friends? Are they being a good friend to me? Am I gonna keep accepting their behavior of not being a good friend? Am I gonna, you know, just sit there and take it because I want to be friends with this person, or I want to be friends with this group of people? Or am I going to speak out? What are the consequences of me speaking out and saying what they're doing is wrong? And a friendship, is that worth it? Yes, it is, because I'm still staying true to myself. So it's a lot of things that really go on into it, especially if you're like, you're in college, you're thinking of joining an organization where it's going to be a bunch of people that you don't know. And, you know, you're like, okay, this is what I expect. This is what they say they're going to give me. This is what I'm going to gain. And this is what I'm going to give them. And you just want to give your 100%. You're giving 100%. But then all of those things that was said in the beginning are not adding up. Now this is like, you need to have a talk. You need to have a conversation. Communication is key when it comes to any relationship, any friendship. Especially if you guys are like, you know, if you notice some things are a little bit off balance than what you originally thought your friendship was going to be about, you know? I'm speaking from experience. I'm not just putting out there. It is very important. And, you know, I used to be the person who I don't sit down and have conversations with you. If I feel like you're being shady, I feel like you're just not a good friend, I legit just isolate you from my life. Because I always thought like everyone knew, you know, if you really like someone, you really want to be in their life, you really want to be their friend, then you will be. So if you're showing aspects of not wanting to be in my life or not wanting to be a good friend to me, that means you don't want to be. That means you're not my friend. You're an acquaintance who wants to pop in and out. So I'm not going to give you like the opportunity to explain yourself, because if you really care about me and you really want to be in my life, I would know it because you would show me. And that can be tricky too. Like, I had to like legit had a self-talk moment. Like, you can't always just drop people just because of this. You have to understand, like, sometimes shit happens and you can communicate with them. But, you know, I used to be ruthless. I was just like, fuck it. If you like, I would just drop people and not tell them because it's like, I don't have time to, you know? But communication is key. You need to be able to communicate. If you really do value your friendship, and if you really, you know, want to hear the other person's side, you have to be able to say, hey, look, girl, you've been kind of shady. You've been kind of iffy lately. What's going on? Like, did I do something? What is really going on? Now, sometimes that is only if there is an actual answer for it. Meaning, like, when you know there's something going on, or if you can sense something is personally going on with them. Sometimes the person is just a bad friend. Honestly, they're just a horrible friend. If you notice your friend only hits you up when they're bored, they have talked to every single other person, and then you are the last one because they know you will always be there, that's where you need to cut that shit out. Like, cut it out. Let it go. That's not a good friend. That's not someone you want. The fifth one is to it's pretty much what I just said. Kind of goes in with the fourth, is to reevaluate your friendship and everything. Like, go back to the beginning. Like, okay, so I'm still being good friends. I'm still giving her love, affection, giving them love and affection, standing up for them, being there for them. However, they're just horrible people to me. They're shady. They say slick shit out their mouth. I don't know, talk to them or not. It's legit having a self-talk. There will be more on this if there's any more questions. But these are just 5 things. Understand the concept of a relationship, that it is a game thing. You are getting and receiving something. Know what you want out of any relationship you're in, and, you know, make a list of it if you have to. Know what you're gonna give. What are you gonna give someone, you know, for them to keep wanting to be your friend. And it can be little as just being there for them, or, you know, well, I have connections, business connections. So I'm, you know, and it's fucked up, but yeah, you know how we all have friends where you go to a friend to talk about boys, you go to a friend to talk about families, you go to a friend to, if you want a job, you know who friend to go to. I'm not saying like you can't be good friends with them, you can, but that is in a way you're gaining something out of them. You know, if you know this friend will always be down to party, but you guys don't, you know, talk on a daily, like you guys aren't like this, you don't talk on a daily, but they're always down to party, they're always there, that's your party friend. That's someone you gain the party aspect, and she gains the going out with you part. That's your gain right there, and there is nothing wrong with it. It becomes a problem when you're not honest with why you're friends with this person, and what are you getting out of them? You're not honest, and then the other person is like, oh, we're really good friends, but in your mind you're like, girl, I only go out with you, but I wouldn't really, like, we're not really that close. That's when the frictions start happening, when one person is like, takes the relationship more serious and dear to them, and the other person is like, well, I mean, like, we're not like best friend, we're friends, we're acquaintance, right? Like, we hang out, but we're not like best friend. They only use you for what they need, and then once that's over, it's like, okay, but then they'll always call you back, you know. So it's really good to sit down and just think about like your friends. If you guys keep having little quarrels, little problems, understand why, see what you can do, be an adult, try to either fix it, let room in between you guys, or just end it. And, you know, you have all right to that. It's up to you, and no one can judge. Alright guys, hope you really have a really good day. It's a bit like rainy. It's not rainy right now, but you know, if you have any questions, comment below, give this video a like, and I'll see you. Bye.